unmute yourself. All right. Good afternoon, friends, and welcome to this 40th in the series webinar on the topic Entrepreneurship My Story. This webinar is being brought to you by IHRDI, which is Inclusive Human Resource Development Initiative. IHRDI is an initiative that started during the COVID times, where we started with one webinar, and today is a special day for us as we cross our 40 webinar mark. So thank you so much for the to the audience who keeps joining us week after week and keeps supporting and loving us. So thank you so much. So today we have two very eminent panelists with us today. Uh, we have with us Mr. H.S. Chima and Mr. Iqbal Singh. So our first panelist is Mr. H.S. Chima, who is the chairperson of Chima Boilers Limited. He is also chairperson of CII Mohali. In addition, he is associated with various prestigious institutions like IIT Ropar, Chandigarh Group of Colleges, Shulini University, Solan, etc. He is a marine engineer. He started his career with Thermex Limited. Later in 1990, he started Chima Boiler Limited, his own entrepreneur adventure. Today, it is one of the leading company in the field of boilers, which employs around 600 manpower with 400 engineers. He has a number of patents in his name. So welcome, sir, to this podium, and thanks for sparing your valuable time for us this Sunday afternoon.
Thank
Our,
you, sir.
our second panelist for today is Mr. Iqbal Singh, who is a BTech and has PG diploma in business administration along with CFA degree. He started his entrepreneurship venture by the name of Innovative Financial Management in the year 2004. This is an investment advisory company and a merchant banker advising clients in the field of mutual funds, tax planning, financial literacy, investment in real estate, etc. IFM has now also ventured into field of training, education, learning, etc. IFM has continuously received awards as the best regional mutual fund advisory company from CNBC TV 18. So welcome, sir, to this panel, and thank you so much for sparing your precious time today, this Sunday afternoon. So welcome. So I will welcome Mr. H.S. Chima to come forward and start.
Thank you, Sunny. Can you make me co-host so that I can share my present?
Yes, sir. Actually, you have the uh,
Right.
rights already. You just have to go on present now,
Okay.
and then you go on a window.
The
So
window.
you already have your PPT minimized in your PC.
Yes, I have. I
So
will.
just select a window after present now, and you can see the PPT there, and just click on it and start presenting.
Are you able to see this?
No, sir.
Oh no, I have to again, maybe again, share, console, window. Problem. I have to. So PPT is open. PPT is full screen, but
Sir, can you see on the right hand
can you
bottom
see?
corner present now?
I am able to see, but you cannot see. So let me.
Sir, can you see the option present now on the Google Meet window, bottom right corner?
हाँ हाँ, पंकज है. हाँ पंकज है. हेलो 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 तो
मनी कितने है? चलो ओपन दे।
Sir, you're muted.
वो तो अनम्यूट कर लूंगा। प्रेजेंट नाउ लिखा है, प्रेजेंट नाउ। पीपीटी खोली है। इतने प्रेजेंट नाउ आन दिया बस, फिर मैं विंडो खोलता लेकिन आ नहीं आती। शेयर क्लाउड मीट गूगल मीट आन दिया, वो नहीं आन रही। जड़ी पीपीटी है वो नहीं दिस रही। मैनू तो पीपीटी दिस रही है। हेलो, हाँ जी मैम। हेलो, हाँ जी।
सर
पहला ना करा।
सर आप विंडो की जगह शेयर स्क्रीन पे चले जाओ।
शेयर लिखा है।
शेयर स्क्रीन पे ही चले जाओ आप। हाँ जी, अब आ रहे हैं।
आ
अब
रहा
आप
है।
अपनी पीपीटी खोलोगे तो अब वो पीपीटी दिखेगी हमें।
अब पीपीटी, पीपीटी गैप हो गई है। कौन पीपीटी गैप होगी ना यार। स्टॉप प्रेजेंटिंग आ गया। चलो हुण करती, हुण विंडो आई, ये विंडो विंडो आ गई, खुल गई। वो देस ही नहीं रही, वो देस नहीं रही उत्थे।
सर प्रेजेंट नाउ पे जाके अपनी एंटायर स्क्रीन सिलेक्ट कर लो, योर एंटायर स्क्रीन। Yes, sir, it is visible. Sir, you're muted. Sir, please unmute yourself.
हाँ जी, अब दिख रहा है मैडम?
Sir, abhi it was visible, now it's not visible.
अभी now is visible?
Yes, yes, sir.
Now is okay? Most
Yes.
important factor in life आ रहा है?
Yes,
दिख रहा
sir.
है?
Yes, sir.
तू भी देख रहा है यार, तेरे को देख रहा है? अच्छा जी, दिख रहा है सर? अब दिख रहा है सबको? प्लीज।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible.
ठीक है,
Yes, sir, it is visible.
ठीक है। अब थोड़ा मेरे को भी टाइम लगेगा, पानी पूनी पीना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि एक बार डिस्टर्ब हो गया सिस्टम पूरा। कोई बात नहीं। तो ये है द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर इन लाइफ, मैं आप लोगों के साथ शेयर करता हूं। देखिए, अब आपको ये चांद के गाड़ी की फोटो दिख रही है स्क्रीन पे? मैडम आप बता दीजिए मेरे को। सानिया जी,
हाँ जी सर।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is visible.
तो देखिए, भगवान ने इंसान को एक ऐसा क्रिएचर बनाया है कि अगर वो सोच ले कि मैंने चांद पे जाना है, तो वो चांद पे भी जा सकता है, उसको कोई रोक नहीं सकता। और ये क्षमता हर बंदे में है, हर प्राणी में है, हर इंसान में है, आप सब में है। और दूसरा, भगवान का बनाया हुआ कोई भी क्रिएचर ना तो सोच सकता है ना कर सकता है। तो वी आर द लकीएस्ट क्रिएचर बोर्न ऑन अर्थ, मेड बाय गॉड, कि वट एवर वी थिंक दैट वी कैन अचीव। इज इट क्लियर? मैम समझ में आई मेरी आवाज ही सबको आई?
Yes, sir.
हाँ जी
Yes.
सर।
ठीक है, गुड गुड गुड। अब देखो कि हम सबको पता है कि 212 डिग्री फ़ारेनहाइट या 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस के ऊपर पानी उबलता है। तो जब तक पानी 211 पर होता है तो वो सिर्फ एक हॉट वाटर है ग्लास में। जैसे हम उसको 1 डिग्री और बढ़ाते हैं और 212 पे लेके जाते हैं तो वो स्टीम में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है और वो रेल के इंजन को चला देता है, 2000 हॉर्स पावर डेवलप कर देता है। तो ये फर्क जो है सिर्फ 1 डिग्री चेंज करने से हुआ है। यही आप लोगों की लाइफ है। सेम फार्मूला इज एप्लीकेबल इन एनी रेसिंग। अब रेस में जो गोल्ड वाला है और जो सिल्वर वाला है, उसमें यह नहीं कि गोल्ड वाला 100 किलोमीटर भागता है और सिल्वर वाला 50 किलोमीटर भागता है। गोल्ड वाला सिल्वर वाले से मिली सेकंड ही आगे होता है। तो आप लोगों ने जिंदगी में अपने साथी से 1 डिग्री आगे निकलना है, अपने ही साथी से। ये एक थंब रूल है लाइफ का, इसलिए मैं आप लोगों के पास शेयर करना चाहता हूं। एक और बड़ा मेजर फैक्टर है जिंदगी में कि जब तक शिक्षा का बुनियादी मकसद नौकरी पाना होगा, तब तक समाज में नौकर ही पैदा होंगे, मालिक नहीं। ये बहुत बड़ा फैक्टर है जो कि हमारी सोसाइटी में है, हमारे एजुकेशन सिस्टम में है, हर जगह है। माँ बाप भी बोलते हैं डिग्री कर ले और नौकरी कर ले। ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। आपको ये नहीं सोचना है। मैं तो आपके साथ ये चीज शेयर कर रहा हूं कि आपने सोचना है कि हमने दूसरों को रखना है। हम क्यों नौकरी करेंगे, हम तो दूसरे को नौकरी पे रखेंगे। और मैंने सामने करके दिखाया है आपके। अभी मैं आपने अपनी कहानी शेयर करूंगा आप लोगों के साथ में। ये नहीं कि मैं थ्योरी बोल रहा हूं, पूरा प्रैक्टिकल बोल रहा हूं, ठीक है। उसके लिए सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी है एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप। वैसे एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की काफी अच्छी परिभाषा जो है वो संजीव जी ने दे रखी थी। आज ही मॉर्निंग जो स्लाइड दी थी उसमें शेयर किया था, उसमें काफी अच्छी क्लियर की हुई थी कि इनोवेशन प्रॉपर्टीज होनी चाहिए और दूसरी सारी होनी चाहिए। बिल्कुल वो सही बात है सारी की सारी। एक चीज और फैक्टर है कि जो 4 वर्ण है, ब्राह्मण, क्षत्रिय, वैश्य, शूद्र, वो चारों वर्ण की क्वालिटीज आपके अंदर होनी चाहिए। हर एंटरप्रेन्योर के लिए वो जरूरी है। उसको ब्राह्मण का काम आना चाहिए, उसको दूसरों को पढ़ाना आना चाहिए, उसको क्षत्रिय का काम आना चाहिए, उसको फाइट करनी आनी चाहिए, उसको वैश्य का काम करना चाहिए, उसको बिजनेस करनी आनी चाहिए, उसको शूद्र का काम भी जरूरी है, उसको सफाई करनी भी आनी चाहिए। जब तक आपके अंदर ये चारों गुण नहीं होंगे तब तक आप एक कामयाब एंटरप्रेन्योर नहीं बन सकते। और फॉर्चुनेटली लेडीज में ये सारे गुण बिल्ट इन है। उनको जरूरत ही नहीं है बाहर से लेने की। उनके अंदर सारे गुण भगवान ने पहले से ही डेवलप करके रख दिए। तो इसलिए लेडीज आर मोस्ट सुटेबल एज एन एंटरप्रेन्योर, एज ए कैरियर। एक चीज और है, 5th क्वालिटी। आप देख रहे हो कि इंजन में भी 8 पहिए है और बोगी में भी 8 पहिए है। लेकिन जो इंजन के 8 पहिए हैं उनके अंदर ताकत है, और जो बोगी के 8 पहिए हैं उनके अंदर कोई ताकत नहीं है, उनका कोई अपना डिसीजन नहीं। तो आपको लाइफ में इंजन बनना है, बोगी की तरह गधे नहीं बनना, वजन नहीं उठाना, लीड करना है। ये आपका एक क्वालिटी ये भी होनी चाहिए साथ में, वो 4 क्वालिटियों के बावजूद। उसके बाद में जेंडर कोई मैटर नहीं करता एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप के लिए। सानिया तेरे लिए भी एप्लीकेबल है। आज तेरे को भी एंटरप्रेन्योर बना देना, संजीव जी को बाद में बताएंगे।
थैंक यू
है ना। अब देखो, लीडर, एनी पर्सन हु हैज एबिलिटी टू लीड अदर्स इन द फील्ड इज कॉल्ड लीडर। उसमें कोई जरूरी नहीं है कि वो नेता ही हो, कोई भी कर सकता है। उसके बाद में देखो, जेआरडी टाटा जो सबसे बड़े टाटा थे, उनकी क्वालिफिकेशन ज्यादा हायर नहीं थी, लेकिन पहला हवाई जहाज उड़ा के वो ही लाए थे। तो आप लोग तो सारे के सारे क्वालिफाइड हो, जितने भी अटेंड कर रहे हो, तो आपके ऊपर तो एडेड एडवांटेज है। आपको क्वालिफिकेशन आपकी एडेड एडवांटेज है। ठीक है, समझ में आ रहा है ना सबको भैया। अब देखो, अगर आप एबीसी को मार्किंग करते हो 1 से 26 तक की, तो ये टोटल किया हुआ मैंने आपकी भाषा में ही। तो स्किल्स के लिए अगर आपके अंदर कोई स्किल है तो उसके 82 नंबर है। नॉलेज, अगर आपको पर्टिकुलर लाइन का नॉलेज है तो उसके 96 नंबर है, 96 है। हार्डवर्क आपको करना चाहिए, जरूर करना चाहिए, उसके 98 तक है। लेकिन एटीट्यूड सबसे बड़ा है। एटीट्यूड, किसी भी काम को करने के लिए एटीट्यूड सबसे बड़ा है, और उसके 100 नंबर। ये आपको सोचना पड़ेगा, सीखना पड़ेगा। उसके बाद देखो, ये कबीर दास का दोहा है, कस्तूरी कुंडली बसे मृग ढूंढे बनमाहे, ऐसे घटघट राम है दुनिया देखे ना है। मतलब कि पावर जो है वो आपके अंदर है, आपको बाहर पावर ढूंढने की जरूरत नहीं है। जो हिरन होता है ना, उसकी नाभि के अंदर ही खुशबू होती है, लेकिन वो इधर उधर ढूंढता रहता जंगल में, पता नहीं कहां से खुशबू आ रही। तो जो पावर है वो भी आपके अंदर ही है, आपको इधर उधर ढूंढने की जरूरत नहीं है, अपने अंदर झांकने की जरूरत है। उसके बाद आप लोगों ने देखा होगा कि आइसबर्ग होता है, तो वो 10% विजिबल होता है, 90% पानी के अंदर होता है। यही आप सबकी यही हालत है। आपके टीचर को, आपके माँ बाप को, आपके दोस्तों को, सबको आपका सिर्फ 10% ही दिखाई देता है। सिर्फ आपको ही पता है कि आपके अंदर 90% कौन सी ताकत आपके अंदर है, वो किसी को नहीं पता, सिर्फ आपको ही पता है। उसके बाद में देखो, अभी तो अच्छा है इकबाल जी साथ में, नहीं तो पैसों की बात भी लोग करते हैं, तो अभी आज ही आंसर हो जाएगी। अब देखो, ओबेरॉय जो है उसके 100 5 स्टार होटल है इंडिया में, और वो सिर्फ शिमला में एक 5 स्टार होटल में फाइनेंस मैनेजर थे मिस्टर ओबेरॉय। उन्होंने 100 होटल बनाए पूरे इंडिया में, और JW मैरियट के 2050 होटल हैं पूरी दुनिया में, और उसने $1 भी अपने पास से नहीं लगाया, क्योंकि उसके पास था ही नहीं। तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि हमें पहले पैसे चाहिए तब हम काम शुरू करेंगे। अब ये देखो, एक आर्मी इंस्टीट्यूट में बोर्ड लगा हुआ है, या तो हम अपना रास्ता खोजेंगे या फिर बनाएंगे, मतलब जिंदगी का रास्ता। ये सब आपके अंदर है, आपने ही खोजना है, आपने ही बनाना है। और ये देखो, ये 25 साल की पुरानी फोटो है, अब तो ये लड़की बड़ी हो गई है, पर अब बिना बाजू के बॉर्न लड़की ने एरोप्लेन चलाया, एयरक्राफ्ट उड़ाया। तो ये सिर्फ एटीट्यूड से होता है, ना कोई फिजिकल, आपके अंदर फिजिकल कोई प्रॉब्लम हो, उससे कुछ नहीं होता। बिना बाजू के अगली ने हवाई जहाज चला दिया, इससे बड़ा एग्जांपल क्या हो सकता है ना। उसके बाद में उन 5 चीजों के अलावा 5 चीजें जो और जरूरी हैं, वो है कॉन्फिडेंस, करेज, कमिटमेंट, कंसिस्टेंसी और कम्युनिकेशन। ये 5 चीजों के भी उतनी इंपॉर्टेंट है जितनी मैंने पहली 5 आपको बताई हैं। अब इसके लिए मैं अपनी स्टोरी बताता हूं कि मैंने इन 5 को कैसे यूज किया प्रैक्टिकली, ताकि आपको प्रैक्टिकल समझ में आए भी कॉन्फिडेंस क्या है, करेज क्या है, 5C है क्या। एक सी का मैं आपको प्रैक्टिकल एग्जांपल दूंगा। अब क्या हुआ कि जैसे मैंने आपको 212 डिग्री वाली कहानी सुनाई है, तो मेरे किसी प्रोफेसर ने मुझे वो कहानी सुनाई थी जब मैं पढ़ता था। तो जैसे ही मैंने मैरीन इंजीनियरिंग कंप्लीट करके जहाज में गया, तो मुझे पता चला कि अगर आपके पास कोई एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी क्वालिफिकेशन हो तो आपको 5 मार्क्स एक्स्ट्रा मिलते हैं। अब अगर मेरे पास एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी कोई क्वालिफिकेशन हो जाती है तो मुझे 5 मार्क्स एक्स्ट्रा मिल जाते हैं, तो मैं दूसरे लड़कों से आगे निकल जाता हूं 212 वाली कहानी पर। तो मैंने क्या किया कि मैंने कहा भी वो क्या हो सकती है एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी क्वालिफिकेशन। उन्होंने कहा कि जैसे स्विमिंग हो या ड्राइविंग हो। तो मैंने कहा भाई ड्राइविंग तो आती है अपने को, क्योंकि ट्रैक्टर ट्रैक्टर चलाते हम रहते हैं गांव में। उन्होंने कहा वो नहीं होती, आपके पास हैवी ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस होना चाहिए। तो मैंने अपने कैप्टन को शिपिंग में एप्लीकेशन दी कि सर मुझे ड्राइविंग आती है, मुझे हैवी ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस इशू किया जाए। तब तक मैंने कभी भी ट्रक या बस के स्टीयरिंग को हाथ नहीं लगाया था। ये कॉन्फिडेंस के लिए, बच्चों के लिए इसलिए शेयर कर रहा हूं अपनी कहानी। तो कैप्टन ने मेरे को वहां भेज दिया जहां टेस्ट होना था। पहले उसने कैप्टन ने पूछा भाई चलाने आते हैं तेरे को, कहीं ठोक तो नहीं देगा। मैंने कहा नहीं सर, क्या बात करते हो, फुल कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ। तो कैप्टन ने वहां भेज दिया जहां पे टेस्ट होना था। तो टेस्ट वाली जगह पे गया, तो जो इंस्पेक्टर था पुलिस का, उसने मुझे पूछा, मेरे 23 साल 24 साल मेरी एज थी, 74 की बात है, 75 की। तो उसने मेरे को बोला भाई हाँ जी सर चला लोगे। अरे मैंने कहा सर क्या बात करते हो, पूरे कॉन्फिडेंस है। तो मैं स्टीयरिंग व्हील पे बैठ गया, वो दूसरी साइड में आ गया, और जैसे मैंने उसको स्टार्ट किया वो गुरगुर करके बंद हो गया, जैसे हो ही जाता है आम नौसिखिए के साथ होता है ना, क्लच और एक्सीलेटर का उसको हिसाब नहीं आता। ठीक बात है ना सानिया, सुन रही हो ना, इसलिए मैं बीच बीच में पूछ रहा हूँ, गैप तो नहीं होगी। चलो
Yes,
आवाज आ रही है ना, बस मेरे
हाँ जी।
करने का आवाज आनी चाहिए। तो उसके बाद वो बंद हो गया, तो उसने कहा सर ठंडा है। मैंने कहा हाँ ठंडा है। अगली बार मैं थोड़ी और ज्यादा रेस दी तो चल गया। तो गियरें उसके ऊपर ही लिखी होती हैं 1 2 3 4, मैं वहां चलाने लग गया। फिर वो चल पड़ा, फिर उसने कहा रोक दो। तो मैं तो ट्रैक्टर की ब्रेक हम लोग खड़े होकर लगाते हैं, तो मैंने जब ब्रेक लगाई तो उसके 6 के 6 पहिए जाम हो गए। तो उसने कहा, तो पीछे से ट्रैफिक बड़ी कम थी, कुछ लगा नहीं बीच में आके, कुछ ठोका नहीं, तो ट्रक रुक गया। तो उसने कहा भी सर ब्रेक धीरे लगाइए। मैंने कहा सर आप लोगों की मेंटेनेंस इतनी हाई क्लास है, मैंने तो ब्रेक के ऊपर पैर रखा है, इसके पहिए जाम हो गए। तो बड़ा खुश हो गया, और उसने मेरी एप्लीकेशन के ऊपर लिख दिया 15 डेज प्रैक्टिस रिक्वायर्ड। मैं फिर वापस जहाज पे चला गया, 15 दिन के बाद फिर आ गया। उस दिन वो इंस्पेक्टर छुट्टी पे था, उसी जगह कोई दूसरा बैठा हुआ था। तो दूसरे को मैंने कहा भाई वो पेपर दिखाया जिसमें 15 डेज प्रैक्टिस लिखा था, तो उसने देखा हाँ इससे टेस्ट हो जाए, खाली प्रैक्टिस की बात करिए। तो वो थोड़ा बिजी था काम में, उसने मुझे कहा ये बाहर से ट्रक यहाँ से उठा के यहाँ लगा दो। मैं बाहर गया, मैं ट्रक को पार्किंग से हटा के दूसरी जगह लगा के वापस आ गया, उन्होंने मुझे डीएल इशू कर दिया। तो ये सारी गेम जो है आपकी कॉन्फिडेंस की है। जब आप इंटरव्यू के लिए जाते हो या किसी भी काम के लिए जाते हो, दूसरा आदमी सिर्फ और सिर्फ आपकी आंख के अंदर कॉन्फिडेंस को देखता है, आपके नॉलेज को भी नहीं देखता। तो इसको आप पल्ले बांध लो कि आपने जब भी किससे बात करनी है वो फुल कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ बात होनी चाहिए, ये मेन मुद्दा है। उसके बाद में करेज। अब मेरी जॉब थी, मैंने मैरीन इंजीनियरिंग करी हुई थी, तो जहाज का कैप्टन या चीफ इंजीनियर कंफर्म्ड था और उसकी 1 लाख रुपए पेंशन कंफर्म्ड थी। लेकिन मैंने क्या सोचा कि मैंने जहाज खरीदना है, तो मेरा और टारगेट का डिफरेंस आ गया, तो वो नौकरी मैंने छोड़ी और आज आपके सामने बैठा हुआ हूं, है उससे कई गुना आगे। उसके बाद क्या हुआ कि जब मैंने अपने डैडी को कहा कि मैंने नौकरी नहीं करनी, तो वो तो पूरे लाल पीले हो गए। आप लोगों के भी हो जाएंगे, संजीव जी को मैं समझा दूंगा, वो नहीं होंगे। तो मेरे डैडी ने कहा कि अगर तूने नौकरी नहीं करनी तो घर नहीं आना। तो मैंने अपना सामान दिल्ली के प्लेटफॉर्म नंबर 1 के क्लॉक रूम में रखा। 8 बक्से मैंने 1 महीने तक वहां पर रखना अलाउड होता है। मैं घर शिफ्ट नहीं हुआ और मैंने दिल्ली के क्लॉक रूम में अपना सामान रखा। ये होती है कमिटमेंट की बात, क्योंकि मैंने डैडी से कमिट किया कि मैं नौकरी नहीं करूंगा तो घर नहीं आऊंगा। तो अगर आप कमिटेड होते हैं तो पूरी लाइफ के लिए आप ऑटोमेटिकली कमिटेड हो जाते हैं, ताकि फिर वो कस्टमर आपको रिकॉग्नाइज करता है आपकी कमिटमेंट को। उसके बाद में कंसिस्टेंसी। अब मैंने एक ही कंपनी में नौकरी ज्वाइन करी, थर्मेस उसका नाम है, और 12 साल उनके साथ नौकरी करी और आज हम उनके अगेंस्ट कंपटीशन में वालर बना रहे हैं। तो ये होती कंसिस्टेंसी की बात। उसके बाद कम्युनिकेशन। अगर आपके अंदर कम्युनिकेशन की स्किल नहीं है तो आपके अंदर जितना मर्जी नॉलेज हो उसका कोई यूज नहीं है, आपकी कोई रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं होगी। आपको सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है कम्युनिकेशन, आपके अंदर स्किल होनी चाहिए। आपको बेस्ट मोड ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन करने का तरीका आना चाहिए। कम्युनिकेशन के लिए अंग्रेजी बोलना कोई जरूरत नहीं है, वो चीज बोलो वो भाषा बोलो जो दूसरे की समझ में आए। अल्टीमेटली आपने अपना आइडिया दूसरे को समझाना है, वो है कम्युनिकेशन। उसके बाद में अब देखो मेरा केस डिस्कस करते हैं। जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि मैंने 10,000 से बिजनेस स्टार्ट करी है और आज हम लोग 2500 मिलियन पर है। 30 एकड़ में हमारी फैक्ट्री है रोपड़ रोड के ऊपर कुराली में, और ये हमारा एयरपोर्ट रोड के ऊपर ऑफिस है। 400 इंजीनियर हमारे पास काम करते हैं, 600-700 वर्कर्स काम करते हैं फैक्ट्री में। तो मेरा आप लोगों के साथ शेयर करने का मकसद ये है कि अगर मैं ये कर सकता हूं तो आप लोगों में से कोई भी कर सकता है। इसके लिए सिर्फ और सिर्फ सोच की जरूरत होती है। अगर आपके अंदर सोच होगी तो जैसे मैंने आपको पहले बताया, चांद पर जाने वाली कहानी, आप कुछ भी कर सकते हैं जिंदगी में। उसके बाद छोटे छोटे फैक्टर और भी होते हैं, वो मैं आपके साथ में शेयर करता हूं, है ना। ये तो मैंने आपको बता ही दिया। अब जब मैं 5वीं से 8वीं क्लास तक था, 5th 6th 7th 8th में, तो मेरे जो ये लकड़ी के उस टाइम डेस्क होते थे, आजकल तो सरमाइका के बढ़िया बढ़िया आ गए हैं। तो मेरा जो दूसरा लड़का मेरे साथ बैठता था वो शहीद भगत सिंह का भतीजा था, भाई का बेटा, और वो आर्मी से जनरल रिटायर्ड है, वीर चक्र है। तो उस एज में, क्योंकि यंग एज होती है 12-14 साल, तो उस एज में वो मुझे हमेशा शहीद भगत सिंह की कहानियां सुनाता रहता था। तो उसकी वजह से मेरे अंदर एक भावना पैदा हो गई कि मैंने देश के लिए, सोसाइटी के लिए कोई काम करना है, अपने लिए नहीं जीना। तो वही फैक्टर है, इसीलिए मैं आप लोगों के साथ ये लेक्चर दे रहा हूँ, इसीलिए आपके साथ शेयर कर रहा हूँ, क्योंकि मैं ज्यादा से ज्यादा एंटरप्रेन्योर कंट्री के लिए डेवलप करना चाहता हूँ, जो कि नीड ऑफ द आवर भी है। उसके बाद ये कॉन्फिडेंस का बड़ा एग्जांपल है कि जब हमारे पेरेंट्स पाकिस्तान से आए तो उन्होंने यूपी में जमीन जमून ली और वहाँ पे छप्पर वगैरह में रहने लगे। तो एक दिन छप्पर को आग लग गई। उस टाइम मैं 4th क्लास में पढ़ता था। तो मेरी मम्मी साइड में बैठी रो रही थी। मम्मी की एज मेरा 30 ईयर होगी उस टाइम। तो हमारे एक पड़ोसी ने 1st क्लास चाय भेजी। तो मेरे डैडी ने मेरी मम्मी को डांट के कहा कि रोने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है, घर जल गया तो क्या हो गया, देखो 4 बजे इतनी शानदार चाय आई है, हमारे पास तो ऐसे कप भी नहीं है, और रात का डिनर भी आएगा, कल की ब्रेकफास्ट भी आएगी, अच्छा हो गया झुग्गी जल गई साली, अब टीने डाल के पक्का बनाएंगे। तो ये एटीट्यूड हमेशा होना चाहिए माँ बाप का बच्चों के प्रति, ताकि उनको उनके अंदर करेज पैदा हो। बेसिकली करेज ही सारी गेम है, सारा जोर जो है वो करेज पर ही है। इसी तरह जो मेरा कैप्टन था, जैसे ही मैं जहाज में गया तो कैप्टन ने ही मुझे एनकरेज किया कि तू अगर तेरे को सोसाइटी की सेवा करनी है तो तू बिजनेस कर। क्योंकि मैं क्या हुआ कि मैंने कैप्टन कहा सर हमारे सोसाइटी के लिए क्या काम करते हो, तो जहाज का कैप्टन रहो, 6 महीने चंडीगढ़ रहो, 6 महीने जहाज में रहो। तो वो कहता है भाई तूने सोसाइटी की सेवा करनी है तो तू जहाज खरीद ले। मैंने कहा सर आदमी थोड़े जहाज खरीद सकता है, उसके ऊपर तो नौकरी मिल जाए तो वही क्या कम है, ना आदमी थोड़े जहाज खरीद सकता है। तो उसने मुझे उस आदमी का नाम बताया जिसके 125 जहाज खरीदे। उससे मेरा दिमाग चेंज हुआ और मैंने सोचा कि कुछ भी पॉसिबल है, जो आप सोच लोगे वही हो जाएगा। अगर आप शिप खरीदने का टारगेट बना लोगे तो शिप भी खरीदा जाएगा। उसके लिए क्या करना पड़ता है कि सबसे पहले मैंने अपनी फैमिली को साथ में लिया, जो मेरे भाई थे, क्योंकि खाली कह देने से नहीं हो जाता, उसके लिए एक्शन भी करना पड़ता है। तो मेरे 4 भाई थे, एक मैं था, दूसरे जी छोटे थे, उन्होंने बीएससी करी हुई थी, उन्होंने एमएससी करके लेक्चरर लगना था। तो मैंने उनको कहा भी हम लोग इंडस्ट्री में जाएंगे, मैं इंजीनियर हूँ, एक बंदा मार्केटिंग मैनेजमेंट करो, एक बंदा एमए इकोनॉमिक्स करो, फाइनेंस का करो। तो वो भी मान गए और एक ने मार्केटिंग मैनेजमेंट कर ली, एक ने एमए इकोनॉमिक्स कर ली, मैं इंजीनियर हो गया। तो हमारी घर की एक पूरी टीम बन गई जिसने हमें ये कामयाबी दी। उसके बाद क्या हुआ कि चौथे की शादी होगी। अब 4 लेडीज थोड़े ना एक घर में रहेंगी, और सोनिया इंदिरा गांधी की भी नहीं रह रही, अंबानी की भी नहीं रह रही। 600 कमरे का रूम है लेकिन 2 परिवार नहीं रहते इकट्ठे उसमें। पर मैंने क्या किया कि मैंने चारों लेडीज को अलग से इकट्ठा किया और मैंने उनको बोला कि अगर तुम लोग 5 साल इकट्ठी रह जाओ तो मैं हर एक को एक घर और एक कार दूंगा, और 5 साल के बाद एक दिन भी नहीं रहना, ये भी आज ही गारंटेड है। तो उसकी वजह से वो चारों मान गई। तो चारों भाइयों का और चारों भाभियों का यूनिडायरेक्शन में फोर्स लगी, जिससे हमें ये कामयाबी मिली। तो ये है टीम वर्क का एग्जांपल है। तो जैसे मैंने अपनी टीम को मैनेज किया, अपनी फैमिली की टीम को भी मैनेज किया और अपने एम्प्लॉयज की टीम को भी मैनेज किया, वो चीज आपको एज ए एंटरप्रेन्योर जरूर सीखनी पड़ेगी। आपको खाने को ना मिले लेकिन आपके टीम मेंबर को मिलना चाहिए। उसके बाद क्या होता है कि फेलियर और सक्सेस जो है वो साथ साथ ही चलते हैं। तो जैसे ही मैंने 1988 में मैंने नौकरी छोड़ी, 90 में मैंने एक ब्रिक मेकिंग मशीन बनाई जिसकी आप फोटो देख रहे हैं। तो इस फोटो से, इस मशीन से हमने 46 लाख पब्लिक मनी इकट्ठी करी बुकिंग करके। लेकिन मैंने पूरा प्रोविडेंट फंड लगा के ये मशीन बनाई, ये भी बात सोचने की है। इतना रिस्क भी लेना पड़ता है। और 46 लाख का मतलब 4.6 करोड़ आज की वैल्यू में, 90 में इतनी कीमत थी पैसे की। लेकिन बाद में वो फेल हो गई और हमारे पास सिर्फ 100 का नोट रह गया। फिर मैंने उसमें एक जीप थी पुरानी, उसके अंदर हमने 100 रुपए का डीजल डाला और फिर हम एक इंडस्ट्री में गए और हमारे पास लंच के लिए पैसे नहीं थे, हमने 3 रुपए के अमरूद खाए। तो ये सारी जो मेरी कहानी है ये यूट्यूब के ऊपर है, आप लोग यूट्यूब में जाइए, वहां पे हरजिंदर सिंह चीमा ऑटोबायोग्राफी ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योर करके टाइप करेंगे या पंजाबी जोश टॉक में एच.एस. चीमा टाइप करेंगे तो ये सारी कहानी वहां पे आ जाती हैं। तो ये सारी कहानियां आपको वहां पे मिल जाएंगी, तो इनको आप देख लीजिए। और भी बहुत सारी यूट्यूब के ऊपर मेरी टॉक्स है, वो आपको सारी यूट्यूब पे मिल जाएंगी। तो इससे आपको आइडिया मिल जाएगा कि क्या क्या परेशानी आती है और उसको कैसे, उस परेशानी को दूर करना होता है। तो ये मैंने प्रेजेंटेशन देनी थी। तो अपना संध्या जी, आप इसको मैं बंद करता हूँ शेयरिंग, है ना? ये बंद हो गई, बंद हो गई शेयरिंग मैम?
Yes,
हाँ
yes.
जी सर, हाँ जी।
तो अब आप देखिए नेक्स्ट इकबाल जी की करनी है या कि क्वेश्चन आंसर करने हैं, जैसे भी आप सने, जैसे आप डिसाइड करें।
So question answer we will take up at the end of
ओके,
this.
फाइन, नो इशू, नो इशू। तो आप इकबाल जी को टाइम दीजिए फिर, है ना?
Thank you so much, sir, for such an inspiring talk. Now I request Mr. Iqbal Singh to please come on the podium and share his own journey. Mr. Iqbal Singh.
Excuse me.
हाँ जी, इकबाल सिंह जी आ जाओ।
Just want to, yeah, I just want to see from where we have to take the presentation in this.
So for the presentation, you have to go on present now, which is on the bottom right corner.
No, it is showing change background. I have already joined.
Sir, on the Google Meet window, on the bottom right corner, there is an option of present now. You have to click on that.
You have to join the call when someone let you in. Yeah.
सर वैसे ही करना है आपको प्रेजेंट, एंड उसके बाद यू हैव टू ओपन योर पीपीटी, वी विल बी एबल टू सी इट.
Yeah, I'm opening it. Just a minute. Because we are used to. Hello. Sandhya,
Yes,
I'm unable to share.
sir, can
I'm
you please
unable to
point
share.
from one device? Your voice is echoing a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Now your screen is visible. Please open your PPT. We will be able to see it. Sir, it is visible. Sir, also please unmute yourself. You're muted.
Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Is it okay now?
Yes, sir, it is visible. Sir, you are muted, sir. Sir, there is this mute
Is
button.
it okay? Is it
Yes,
okay?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Perfect.
Presentation is there.
Now you have to go to the presentation. We will be able to see it.
Yeah. Is it visible?
Yes, sir. Perfect.
So I would like to congratulate Dr. Sanjeev and Sania for giving this initiative and the opportunity, and they are doing a wonderful job in this pandemic. So it's a 40th session and initiative to reach out to the maximum people to help them out, and they are covering the diversified area and the field. Once again, congratulations for that. I would like to share with you the journey of an entrepreneur, and definitely it's a challenging journey. But let me share with you, this life which we have got now is after a reincarnation of maybe हम कहते हैं कि 84 लाख जूनों के बाद ये मानुक देही मिली है. So how we have to utilize this in a better manner and effective manner, and do something which should be good for community, society, and you should leave some good obituary at the end of the day. And I think there's nothing better than being an entrepreneur. And definitely this journey is not an easy journey. It's a tough journey, and you are always have to be on the toes, and you should be very clear in your life and career while choosing this kind of a journey. And let me share with you, these are some of the questions which is always haunting you. This is a book from Rashmi Bansal. Of all the questions you leave unanswered, the one that comes back to haunt us is what if? What if I did married to my college sweetheart? What if I had a good sense not to? What if I had been born in the job market, in this job market? What if I had planned a little less? What if I did lived a little more? What if I did chuck it all and started my own company? What if are never idle fantasy? They are hopes, dreams, and desire. So the point is that I would like to share with you, there are three types of entrepreneur: category 1, category 2, and category 3 entrepreneur. And most of the people in category 1 entrepreneur, they don't have any formal business training education. So they do through Jugaad, Janoon, Juban. There are a lot of case studies which has been published. These are the first kind of a category of an entrepreneur. Category 2, a kind of an entrepreneur is early stage entrepreneur, and category 3 category kind of an entrepreneur who will learn from the others and then start entrepreneurship. So maybe I am a category 3 kind of an entrepreneur where we have learned a lot of things in banks. I started the private banking with HDFC Bank with one of the founder, and then moved to Citibank, and then the entrepreneurial spirit, is always haunting me to do something different. So we have a formal education, then we took the experience from all the best institutions, and then become an entrepreneur in our area. So I am a category 3 kind of an entrepreneur. So why do you want to become an entrepreneurship? Everybody have to ask this question. One, definitely the necessity, and especially in India, we should be very clear that we don't, and we should admit that we don't have that kind of a public jobs, government jobs, and we have to look at an alternative. We have to look at the private job. We have to look at an entrepreneurship where we can create jobs. We should not be the job seeker. We should be the job giver. And we have to create an entrepreneurship whereby we can create the employability. I think that is the necessity for India today to create. So the necessities, jobless, food, goal. So monetary is one of the first necessity. Then breaking boundaries to come out of the boundaries, passion of hobby. So ultimately what I am sharing with a lot of people is that whatever is your passion, and work by own to improve existing experience. The most important thing is that maybe 60 to 70% people hate their job. They don't love their job, but they are doing their job because of compulsions, because of livelihood, because of society, because of position, but they don't love their job. So the point is that people don't have that option. So ultimately, what is more important? So for an entrepreneur, it is giving you the freedom that whatever is your passion, make that passion as profession. Excellence will follow. Money chase excellence. So ultimately, you have to do the breaking of boundaries. You have to create the legacy. I have seen a lot of bureaucrats or otherwise, people retire and nobody listen to them after they become chief secretary or anything, although they earn or something. So they are not creating any legacy. So this is the opportunity to create a legacy, to create something great, new idea, innovation, to prove our own personality. So this is an opportunity, and this is the way you want to become an entrepreneur. So with the grace of Almighty, when I left Citibank in 2004, I was getting almost 2 lakh rupees as a salary. But that was not giving me the excitement. I want to do something different. I want to be very focused on customer centricity. And there are a lot of compulsions in an institutions. So I thought, let me do something different. Let me more customer centric. Let me become an entrepreneur and start my own consulting. So with the grace of Almighty God, Almighty, we have done very well in the last 15 to 17 years. There is no look back. So I just want to share with you the 10, talent of a successful entrepreneur, which is very, very important. He should be risk taker. He should be independent, he or she, knowledge seeker, creative thinker, promoter, delegator. The challenge with an entrepreneur is that he or she cannot delegate. And I just want to share with you, you can't do everything. Ultimately, the challenge and the problem for an entrepreneur to scale up is he is unable to delegate. He wants to do everything of his own. Because the point is that in each of us, there is something called a dominant skill. There are something called, we have to delegate skill. So whichever is your dominant skill in that area, that is your love, that is your first love. So whatever is your passion, that is your first love. You do that, you do best in that, but ultimately all other things has to be delegated. You have to be business focused, you should be confidence, you should be determination, is should be, I think, you will get, every day you are going to get depressed, every day you have to face a lot of challenges, every day you have to face a lot of problems. So for an entrepreneur, the minimum ingredient is never die attitude. That is very, very important. And you should be relationship building is, I think, in the networking, we are saying we have to network and all that stuff. All these things are clearly constantly better yourself to stay ahead of the game. I think that is the game. Just a minute. Sachin Tendulkar versus Rahul Dravid. Sachin was gifted a genius. He worked hard to convert his genius into long-lasting success. There is a lot to learn from his dedication and focus. But we have not born genius. Everybody is not born genius. We are like a Rahul Dravid, who is workhorse. He prepared, he worked hard, he analyzed, he knew his strength and weaknesses like no one else. So ultimately, what is in, you have to listen to your inner voice. So, to be successful, I don't only require IQ. I require emotional quotient. I require technology quotient. I require social quotient. Are you there with me? Sanya?
Yes. Good, sir. Continue, karo. Nice. Everything
okay.
Fine.
Yeah. Okay. So the quality of a successful entrepreneur is, you have to have an intelligent quotient. You have to have emotional quotient. And this is very, very important. Then you have to have TQ, technology quotient. And then you have a social quotient. You can't be successful that, yes, I have academically very strong. You can't be successful, I am emotionally very strong. You have to use all the balance of all the quotient to be successful entrepreneur. Today, around 50 to 60% of my clients are not from India. And I am using technology quotient. How to address those clients, how to build the platform, how to resolve their issues, and problems, how to scale up. So all those things, you should strike the balance between all the quotients. So here, Warren Buffett again is the legendary, and we always look forward for his advice and everything. So Warren Buffett, we have to follow Warren Buffett's 25/5 rule. Write down 25 things you want from your life. Choose the top 5. Forget about rest. Focus on achieving the 5. Once you find your goals, write them down, post it at your desk in a clear sight, and review them weekly, if not daily. Do not forget. So ultimately, in our life, we want to do a lot of things. But it's not possible for a human being to do all the things. You have to prioritize what 5 things you want to do. So that is very, very important in your presentation. Don't follow your passion. Follow your efforts. When you work hard at something, you become good at it. This is the first step. When you become good at something, you will enjoy it more. When you enjoy doing something, there is a very good chance that you will become passionate or more passionate about it. When you are good at something, passionate, work even harder to excel and to be a best at it, then excellence follow. Money chase excellence. So this should be your spirit. Never die attitude is your spirit. whatever you like to do, although whatever boring job it is, but if you will do it every time, you will improvise, you will improvise, you will change, you will say, okay, this is a better way to do it. And ultimately what we say that if you work on 10,000 hours on any particular item, you're excellent in that. And again, I'm saying whatever is your passion, make that passion as profession. Excellence will follow. Manish excellence. You have to do that. So you have a multiple personal challenges. Your bank balance will, वो 7 तारीख की सैलरी या 8 तारीख 28 की सैलरी ना आपको एंटरप्रेन्योर बनने नहीं देती. वो बंधी हुई सैलरी और बंधी हुई पोजीशन. You know, my mother, she was only matriculate. And she said, Iqbal Singh, you are a vice president with HDA Citibank and you want to do of your own. Are you mad? Your father, you know, did job for 30 years. You know, don't do this. You know, so ultimately, you know, you are getting a handsome salary, position, designation, and all that stuff. So it's very difficult to take that call. Your lifestyle will go for toss. You don't have that kind of reserves to take and plunge into entrepreneurship. Your personal and social commitment will take backseat. You know, your wife, your children, they have to suffer because your commitment towards an entrepreneurship will take that much more time. It's very difficult to justify. You will always be stressed, in some cases depressed. Your family will worry. Verma ji's son will continue to torture you. वो देखो वर्मा जी की बच्चे की सैलरी कितनी हो गई, तुमने अभी तक तुम्हारे काम में कुछ नहीं बनाया आपने. So you know, you have to, your career will take a hit initially. It's very difficult because you have to build an institution, you have to build an empire, you have to create an institution. It's very difficult because you have to take the hit. Entrepreneurship is similar to running a marathon, long and painful, where state of mind matters more than state of body. Fauja Singh is around 104 years now. It's only state of mind, but he still run marathon. So your why is the key to a positive state of mind where you are running the entrepreneurial marathon. Solving a real problem, that is the starting point, or creating impact was the single biggest motivating factor for anyone to do a startup. Are you really solving a problem? Like Chima Boiler is really solving a problem for our agrarian state. So ultimately, that is the key. Phase of a startup journey. You know, you have to, first phase is to prepare. It's hard. Mentally, you have to prepare. And in 1 year, you know, whatever protocol, whatever is going to get mature, product, market fit, you know, so 1 to 2 years you develop. And then either it will become blockbuster, shoot up, slow death, or collapse. So this is the phase of the startup journey. So when I started, when I was with Citibank, I thought that I think the business opportunity is very big. Advisory consulting business, people require consulting. People want honesty. People want integrity. People want a genuine advice. There is a big opportunity. And yes, people can move with you. Have you built up that kind of a trust and faith with your customers in an institutions? If yes, then go ahead. But the point is, this real test is always required. Why startup fail? Because unviable business concept or idea. Your product is a problem. You know, example of Sigway, जो आया था वो खत्म हो गया. You know, executive team weak. Target market segment define ही नहीं किया. Competitive landscape देखा नहीं. Who are the major competitors? You know, you are ahead of your time. Customer service you have never taken care of. Execution has not been done well. And you have not envisaged there are a lot of other people can also join in this business. No entry barrier and lack of capital. Ultimately, most of the startup, they fail because of lack of capital. You don't have that kind of a backup because your burn rate is so high. And someday or the other, your idea, your thought process, your business protocol, whatever you have thought of, it will not see the light at the end of the tunnel. So this is the So no, we did a lot of session at MCM DAV for postgraduate girls who are passing out, and you can see the videos which is there in a YouTube. You know, we prepare people that there is a actual process of an entrepreneurship. And you know, people say, oh, मेरे को ये सपना आया, मेरे को ये idea आया, मेरे को ये करना है और बस मैं ऐसे कर देना है, and you take an impulsive decision. No, there is a proper process of an entrepreneurship, and we run that entrepreneurship and we run this capsule for 40 hours. And we did that with a lot of institution, postgraduate institution. I'm not telling you and selling you, but the point is all these steps, 8 steps is a very, very important from ideation to harvest. So there is a process of an entrepreneurship: idea, opportunity, recognition. You are solving a problem, whether that idea is scalable, whether that problem is how you are going to address, can you address that on a sustainable basis? Then reason to proceed. Building team and company structure is a big problem. Once your idea will pick up, there is a differences in team and management and people. It's very difficult to hold the team when your business is scaling up. Your business plan should be revalidated. You know, launch of a product or services, build and grow. There are different teams. One is to start, another is to grow. There are different teams to do that. Then definitely at the end of the day, evaluations, and once you have the evaluation, you have to harvest. So this is the process of an entrepreneurship. At the end of the day, you know, one has to follow this judiciously. Although with the limited time span which I have, I'll try to, you know, touch each and every point, not in an elaborative manner, but I'll try to cover it in next 20 to 15 minutes. How to generate an idea, problem faced by you or your friend or your family in your day-to-day life. You know, mind, you know, complaining product or services. यार ये बड़ा गंदा product है, ये service ठीक नहीं है. Problem faced at work or in your area of interest, e-commerce. Problem being solved in other part of the world, Jumbo King, senior living. These are few of the examples I am putting. Problem faced by companies, you know, leading the latest trend. So, you know, we have to ask, or, you know, when I was in Citibank and started this company, Innovative Financial Management or Innovative Consultant to start with as a proprietary, which has actually translated into private limited company in 2009 and 10. Can you do it better? Can you do it cheaper? Can you do it old things in a new and more efficient way for your customers? So ultimately, you know, I am in a service industry where I have seen BFSI space very closely. Ultimately, in service industry, we have not seen much of a product innovation. It's more of a process innovation. And for an example of a process innovation is that today, if you are applying for any loan, you know, you go for buying a car or otherwise, you say, wait for, sir, have a cup of tea. And you will get an answer immediately that, yes, we can do the financing to your car. Because ultimately, that is called process innovation. Earlier, it took maybe a day or so to look at your documents and all that stuff, your credibility, your CIBIL score and all that stuff. But now I think how we can offer our services and how to minimize the time. So point what I want to share with you in BFSI space, what is happening, banking, financial services, insurance. The point is that you are doing the process innovation. You know, you are reducing the time. No? So can you do it in a better manner than your competitors or otherwise? You have seen that a lot of fintech has come in. Many fintechs are doing a disruptive job because, you know, they are disrupting institution, banks, whether peer-to-peer lending or otherwise. There are a lot of examples which we'll talk about it. So this is 2-minute valuation. It's a very, very quick valuation whether this idea will work or not work. You know, so the point is that if it won't work, then you have to think about differently. If this work, it will give you the answer. The 2 minutes evaluation. Do I like the idea? Yes or no? No, drop the idea. If yes, quick Google search. कौन है उस idea में? Is somebody offering it already? Yes or no? If yes, then again drop it. If no, then you have to ask, wow, do my best 3 friends like it? Then you say yes or no. If they don't, your well-wisher, 3 well-wisher, you should be very clear that whether you have true well-wisher or no, if they like it or no. If no, drop the idea. If yes, let's go and do it. This is the ideation, which is very, very important. Then process of ideation, solving pain point, problem big enough and real to be solved, monetizing the problem, who are the competitor, and what and way you are differentiating. Ultimately, let me share with you, when we say that this model, any model in entrepreneurship, whether it's a durable or not durable, there is something called durable competitive advantage. Whether this model, which I am working on, or as an entrepreneur, whether this model is durable, sustainable, or it has a competitive advantage, or it has a moat. So point here, what I want to share with you is that the most important thing in this is that, first of all, I am solving the problem. Second, is it durable? So what we have to look at it, whether we are doing disruption in product or we are doing disruption in service. That is the first point. So point is that, am I offering the product or the service at a cheaper cost? Am I offering something unique which has not been offered so far? So these are the 2 things which is very, very important. And last but not least, cost is for India to become an entrepreneur, you should be very clear in terms of your delivery. Your delivery should be at a lower cost. So idea assessment, whatever environmental analysis, social demographics, technology, political regulation, regulatory, and economics, you have to watch out from that, bottom to top, top to bottom. You have to do idea assessment. Again, I'm not going to go into nitty-gritties of this because its slide may take 15 minutes. So I'm just sharing with you social demographic. When we're saying that today 65% of a population is below 35 years of age. So we should be very clear that we are addressing the demographic, we are addressing the young population of India. We have to look at the income. Today, our income is $2,000 per annum, is the per capita income. We should know what is a combination of male, female, ethnicity, population, culture. So ultimately, I think our 1130 million, a 1.25 crore लोगों हमारी population है, and it's a huge consumerism. Consumerism is the tip of the iceberg. So the point is, everybody is looking at globally, India is the market, consumer market. It's a tip of the iceberg. Culture, technology, political. So I don't want to get into the nitty-gritties because it takes much more time, but this is the thing. So like in technology, we have already at 4G and we are moving towards 5G. So something which we can say that in US, even at few places, you are at 2G. So we say that blessing in disguise. हम late आई technology, हमारे पास advance आ गई. So the point is how we are going to take the benefit of technology to offer our product or services, and political or regulatory environment. Again, we talk about it in a big way, but still our political environment is not conducive for an entrepreneurship at all. There are a lot of challenges. And if you are doing well, a lot of department is going to create a trouble for you. So I still feel that even after being a little successful, it's very difficult to handle the lot of people, lot of issues with the governance. Ease of doing business is just on paper. And so what is our GDP, financial markets, foreign exchange, inflation? These are few things. So again, this growth driver, again, I share with this presentation, but there are a lot of ideas we can take out of it, which we can give you a lot of idea as an entrepreneur that if I'll do something in this area or vertical, I can do wonders. I'm not going to touch that. Again, growth drivers, number of internet user in India. 2022 तक कितने हो जाएंगे? So again, all the businesses are already migrated and moving towards digital. Let me share with you, today, most of our IT companies like Infosys, HCL Technology, Wipro, all those companies are very gongo about um, uh, converting you can say, enabling the businesses worldwide. Why? Because US banks, US healthcare, US telecom, everything in US is migrating towards digital. And they are putting a lot of incremental capital to make it digital. So the point is, it's a great opportunity for service industry or IT companies in India, where they can grow at least 20%, 25% in the next 5 years. And we are saying that most of our internet users now that is increasing. And again, I think the delivery mechanism has already shifted, and this COVID has, as a catalyst, changed the complete landscape. Anything, let me share with you. I was, I was encouraging all my service team that you should do everything digital, but they have not done it. They have done through compulsion. When the lockdown happened, we have not even closed a single day in our office, because we are part of an essential, because we are member of National Stock Exchange also. So the point is, it has given, so the point what I want to share with you, we become 95% digital transaction in 1 month, not because now there is a compulsion. We cannot move out. We cannot go and collect checks and forms and all that stuff. So ultimately what happened? We know that most of people are on 4G. Our network is okay, not good, but okay. But that has given a lot of opportunity for us. I think we have doubled our AUM. We have doubled our business. And even in this financial year, we have grown by 30-40% bottom line. Top line has grown. We have added a lot of businesses. We have added a lot of clients. But definitely, we have taken the benefit out of it. Again, I think it's a pandemic, but we have seen the opportunities, and we have seized those opportunities. I just want to share with you, this is a very, very important slide for an entrepreneur. Life cycle of a traditional business. There are 5 stages: embryonic stage, growth stage, shakeout stage, maturity stage, and declining stage. And each stage has their own attributes. Each stage has an own attribute. But this has been now challenged by this. This is called life cycle of a startup. There are only 2 phases, embryonic and decline. If you will capture it on time, before time, then it is okay. Otherwise, the idea is of no use. It will become zero. So the point here is that, you cannot have the same luxury, so your decision making, your delivery, your platform, your technology, I think has to be completely robust, and you have to be very quick in decision making. So again, I don't want to get into traditional businesses and startup, steady growth, rapid growth, mostly bootstrapped, seed investing, VC investing, traditional financing channel, flexible, known path. कोई known path नहीं है startup में आजकल. Technology enabled, focus on revenue, steady process, scalability. Every startup or entrepreneur, if they have to plunge, they should be very clear that whether this idea is going to remain sustainable and scalable or not. Otherwise, drop it. Again, I don't want to. This is one of the example that this is the guy who is giving wheat grass and opened in Mohali, Chandigarh, and Tri-City, lot of center. So it is important to understand and define your customer problem. It should be real. If you are selling wheatgrass juice, the problem statement you are trying to address is, I want to drink wheatgrass juice to stay healthy and energetic throughout, but I don't have time to make it myself. So they have done it a little scale up, and they are asking a lot of advice, and I am giving them advice to scale up, to digitalize, to standardize the process, to make it hygiene factor, how people look at and perceive the things. Anyway, how is your wheatgrass juice is better than competitor? or if the competition is offering a solving problem, but where existing solution is lacking. How is your wheatgrass juice solve your customer's problem better than the identified competitors? Product uniqueness, low cost product or service, better customer experience, drastic improvement in the product or services to switch to you. I'm saying any competitors, if they feel that the competitor is giving them a higher perceived value, then they will move. Otherwise, they don't move. The more uniqueness in your product or services, the better your chances of winning a profit-making market for your business. Can you delight the customer in a unique and game-changing way, like Google, Yahoo, Facebook, they have done? ये ना जब आया था कि यार ऑनलाइन शूज बेचने हैं, मतलब लोग सोचते हैं यार बकवास आइडिया है, शूज भी कभी ऑनलाइन बिकेंगे. So the point is that if you have a black, idea which is out of the box, I think it do wonders. The Zappos was being immensely successful and Amazon acquired it for a reported 1.2 billion in 2009. So building sustainable business, again, proprietary, patent, trademark, whatever is unique in you. Differentiation. So although I have remained throughout my life in BFSI space, we always look at how we are going to do a process innovation to reduce the time, and how we are going to create a deliverables on the platform whereby we can scale up world. World is my market, not Chandigarh. So differentiation, product pricing, and focus. So again, this is one of the case study which I don't want to go through because how much time I have? Tanya, how much time I have?
Sir, you may take 5-10 minutes.
Not 10, 5.
How much time?
Sir, you may take 5-7 minutes.
8 to 7. Okay, so because I have to run through many slides, so let me run quickly then. Again, target customer or segment, what motivate them, what is their social, and again, this is all the case study. Keep refining problem statement. How is your solution better than competition? Are your target customer willing to buy? At what price? Is it profitable to you or not? Can you find the cash to start up? Can you find your customer in a sustainable way? Does this idea fit with your why you want to start? So this is again one of the company which has been acquired by Access. Zomato, again, process of ideation. Review and rating help you avoid bad places. This is the way they have sold aggregated home delivery. Started with the focus segment at Haus Khas Delhi, and now the brand name was Foodies Bay to Zomato. So again, it has become a platform of delivery and aggregator, and you know the valuation then better than me. Process of ideation, affordable taxi hailing services, share taxis, buying new car versus Ola, Chai Point, biryani by kilo, startup trends, it's growing because ecosystem is growing, and we have to solve many problems. Problem is we have to solve many problems. These are few of the businesses. Policybazaar.com, Paytm in our space. The biggest problem in entrepreneurship is that choosing a co-founder. So ultimately, I just want to share with you, it's very difficult once your business is going to pick up. You have to have a co-founder who have a complementary skill set. I am good in sales. I have to have somebody in my team who should be good in operation. I should have somebody who's good in research. I should have somebody who is good in digital technology. I should have somebody, although my dominant skill is analytical skill, but I can't do everything of my own. So the point here is that as a co-founder, everybody should complement if you want to take the business to the next level. So let us suppose today I have core team. All the team members are complementing to each other. So there is no conflict of interest, no conflict of problem. Everybody has to contribute. and aligning goal is very, very important, and trust is very, very important, because there is a, lot of businesses which will go for toss because of trust deficit. I just want to share with you, because why this circles are important. This is my adventure, Estes Adventure and Wellness Center, which is from where I am speaking right now. This is the company which we invested heavily. This is called YOLO Health ATM. ये ATM यहाँ पे लगाया हमने इस जगह पे, to solve the problem of people that this machine, you put your hand and it will give you almost 35-40 parameters of health, and then it will also give you subscription and solution that which medicine they should have. But the future plan was that this machine will dispense also the medicine. So it is actually, in diagnostic space, you go and they will charge 4,000 rupees. This all test was done in 300 rupees. But the biggest problem with this particular company is the promoter. And this idea was generated out of IIT Mumbai. And it has seen the light and everything. And we put up the machine and everything. We guided them, advised them. But unfortunate part is all the co-founders, they were fighting. All these so trust deficit is and non-alignment lead to the best idea to fail. They failed miserably, although this machine is still there. But the point what I want to share with you is that, and it is very, very difficult. It's very easy. It's very, very difficult. I put a lot of my energy that I should not lose my core team at any cost. Because the point is, today with the grace of Almighty, 80% of my team members are more than 10 years with me in my business. So the point is, it's very difficult. So it's for an entrepreneur. You have delegated a lot of things with trust and all that stuff. So it's very, very, as an entrepreneur, whatever is your dominant skill, whatever other skills, you have to empower your people. You have to give them the sweat equity. You have to motivate them always as a leader, so that they would continue in the progress of your organization and company. And alignment is very, very important in terms of the KRA, key responsibility areas. So that is very, very important. And this, you need a prenup with your co-founders. A contract entered into prior to the marriage around division of your property and support in case of divorce. ये बहुत जरूरी है. Committed team is required to take the business to the scalable level or next level. Again, I don't want to get into Michael Porter forces. It will take almost half an hour. But this is very, very important for any idea or entrepreneurship to look at. In our business, the bargaining power of customer is very high. But, in our business, what we will do, and let me share with you, and I always say these are the 5 forces. So, whenever any idea will come, I will say out of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is threat to new entrant market, the bargaining power of supplier, threat of substitute, competitive rivalry, bargaining power of customer. ये 5 score देता हूँ, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 score है सबको. And then we say that you look at in your industry, in your business, and give the score, whether it's 0 or 1. And then you see that how much score you attain out of 5. And if your business is getting less than 3 score, then don't do the business. Because ultimately, you are wasting the resources. So the point here is that in any business where, for an example, where the bargaining power of customer is very high, I will give a scoring to that scoring as 0. So if say the bargaining power of supplier is low, then I will give the scoring as 1. So you have to do that scoring of out of 5, how much your idea or business which you are as an entrepreneur thinking should fetch. If it's less than 3, don't do that business. So competitive, again, I don't want to get into, this is a case study of Uber and all that stuff. So it is very, very important to look at a market segment, which customer you are catering. So today we have almost 6,000 customers, and 50-60% clients are outside India. And we are we are solving their problem, we are creating their wealth, we are increasing their money. That is the only thing. And with the grace of Almighty, this year we have generated 70-75% return for our customers, even in spite of the bad backdrop and good market conditions. So value proposition, need and pain point. So today, what is, in last 2 years, the deposit rate has dropped like anything. What we can offer customers, differentiating product, which can beat the inflation and they can get a real return. So that was our point. And we have solved that problem, and we have done well in that. Again, cost revenue projections, break-even analysis. This is very, very important to do. I don't want to get into this right now. So this is, one of the startup, session of IIMS Ahmedabad in Gurgaon, they called me, and they said that you should speak on working capital management cycle. That is, we will say CCC, cash conversion cycle. So I addressed that. It is available in Google. You can see that on YouTube and all that stuff. So ultimately, for any business, if they are not managing their working capital management well, then you can ruin the best business also. And there are few companies to whom I am managing their treasuries and working capital management of Ludhiana companies. And, I don't want to name, but they are managing it so well. There are 2 companies to whom I am advising. One company is doing a working capital management fabulously, and it is doing wonders. And they are very poor in technology, upgradation. Another company who is completely high tech and done number of patent listed on their name. But unfortunate part is that their financial management, working capital management is very poor. So I always feel scary about the second company. So this is called CCC, cash conversion cycle should be minimum. Why do you need a business plan? Because you have to organize your thought, tracking a plan, investor presentation, institution, employees, stakeholders, business alliances, forecasting, funding. This is for which you require a complete business plan. Again, then you have a management information system. How well you manage the management information system to the head or team or otherwise. That is very, very important. MIS and KPIs. That is very, very important. Market segmentation, I have already shared with you. And we are catering to very high net worth individual market segment. And all the satisfied customers are giving us more satisfied customers, new customers. I don't have any single person who is doing marketing. All our clients are brand ambassador, and they are giving more clients. So we need not require to hire people or do a telecalling and ask, give me more business. Market segmentation is very, very important. So this is management information. There's a company where we have invested a reasonable good amount, the government jar. This is done by Chandigarh Angel Network, and where I was also participated. How to present the KPIs. This is an example. So you should be very clear in terms of choosing the right legal structure. And you should be very clear that whether it's a general partnership, proprietary, private limited, LLP, one-person company. Because ultimately, this is a foundation. You should be very clear in that. Again, ultimately, at the end of the day, whatever as an entrepreneur you are doing, you are always hungry for valuation. Yeah, your business is going to get valued. And there are a number of things. So in any business, there is a valuation. So I'm very much satisfied that we have created the value for our clients and proposition. And with that, we have also created the value for ourselves. These are the various valuation metrics and methods which we'll use. Free cash flow to firm and free cash flow to equities are the 2 methods of valuation. But this is the traditional way of valuation. It won't happen in entrepreneurship, this traditional way. In entrepreneurship, it is totally different. Then funding avenues, friends and family, high net worth, angel investor, bank, incubators. In our business, we don't require much of the funding because it's more of a people business. You don't require CapEx, you require OpEx, and you have to solve the issues and problems. So these are valuation through different stages of development, early stage, bootstrapping investor, different stages, bootstrap, individual, angel, series A, series B, how this move, the different orbits, how it moves, and then ultimately listing to unlock the value. Investor term sheet, pre-money and post-money valuation. Then we always advise that if your idea is good, or as an entrepreneur, you should not liquidate very quickly and early stage in your life of your business. You should only liquidate as much as you want, because at the end of the day, if you know that business is good and it is scalable and if it will do wonders, don't liquidate equity in that particular business quickly. We were lot of fund manager in India today. There is around 28 lakh crore money has been managed by mutual fund and PMS player, and they are doing mess. So we thought, why don't we start in-house PMS? So we launched that product in February 2019. So idea generation is reducing margin in mutual fund distribution business, poor performance by mutual fund manager was chasing return by taking excessive risk, no control over fund performance, low regulations in PMS business, huge industry size, competitor charging hefty fee from the client, funds taking huge risk. So this idea we converted as a business opportunity. So we have created the product knowledge, we have created a product differentiation, we have created a fund performance, we have done a small research team set up in Chandigarh, then target audience, and with the grace of Almighty God, we are number 2, number 3 PMS in India now, and the AUM is growing like anything. And for me, scalability, India global is one marketplace, and today people want higher returns, and we are delivering them through large cap PMS. The name of the PMS is ACE Pro, large cap strategy. So we have building that good team, marketing, regulation, technology. Is this one idea? And this is the AUM which is growing. So we are expecting 100 crore very soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for this informative talk. Now we may start with a few question and answers. If anyone has any queries, they may post in the chat box, or you can also unmute yourself and ask. There is a query in the chat box from Mr. Kamal A. The entrepreneur is commonly seen as an innovator, a source of new ideas, goods, services, and business, etc. Is entrepreneurship advisable at the national level? If yes, is it right to describe it as sell-off in railway, surface transport, education, etc.? How exactly do you describe it?
And this question is for whom? Because I am unable to hear the question actually.
Chima sir, you can take up this question if you'd like to.
हाँ जी, क्या क्वेश्चन है, दोबारा बताइए.
Is entrepreneurship advisable at the national level? If yes, is it right to describe it as sell-off in railway, surface transport, education, etc.? How exactly do you describe it?
ऐसा है कि स्टार्टिंग तो आपको छोटे लेवल से ही करनी पड़ेगी ना. स्टार्टिंग तो आप हायर लेवल से कर नहीं सकते, लेकिन इनोवेटिव होना बहुत जरूरी है. आपका आइडिया जो है दूसरे से डिफरेंट होना चाहिए. हम लोगों ने जो भी प्रोडक्ट बनाए हैं वो कोई भी प्रोडक्ट पहले नहीं था. मैंने 12 साल थर्मस कंपनी में नौकरी करी है, लेकिन जब हम बॉयलर बनाने लगे तो एक भी बॉयलर वो नहीं बनाया जो थर्मस कंपनी बनाती थी. तो इनोवेशन तो फर्स्ट क्वालिफिकेशन है ही है, वो तो होनी चाहिए. पर आप स्टार्टिंग तो छोटे से करोगे, धीरे धीरे अपने आप ग्रो होता जाएगा. पहले ही आप पूरे नेशनल लेवल पे थोड़े ही जंप कर सकते हो. किसी ने भी जंप नहीं किया. अभी जोमेटो का बता रहे, होस्ट खास से शुरू किया, ऑटोमेटिकली धीरे धीरे बढ़ गया. तो कोई भी स्टार्टिंग जो है वो तो एक ही बंदे से होगी, एक ही स्मॉल अमाउंट से होगी, धीरे धीरे बढ़ता चला जाएगा। पहले ही आप कैसे रेलवे में और इधर उधर कर सकते हो, पहले कर ही नहीं सकते। हो गया आंसर क्वेश्चन, उसको पूछ लो।
Yes, sir. Sir, we also have a query from Miss Ayushi Mahajan. Sir, do you think we should start our own business at a particular age or time? Any one of you who would like to answer can answer.
You must start your business before 40, because after 40 you won't be able to do it, because your liabilities will increase. So you must start. और बेटर ये है कि 3-4 साल पहले किसी के यहाँ नौकरी कर लो और उससे एक्सपीरियंस सीख लो, उसके खर्चे से अपनी अकल ले लो और फिर जंप करो, नहीं तो अपना हाथ जला के एक्सपीरियंस करना पड़ेगा।
Sir, would you like, Mr. Iqbal Singh ji, would you like to supplement this?
Ultimately, I think I'm with Chima ji in the sense that your risk appetite at the starting of your life. Ultimately we divide life in 3 phases. The first phase is your education, which will last depending upon whether you are doing medicine or engineering or anything, which is around 25 years. From 25 to 60 is basically your earning years, and you want to make the difference. And the third phase, your retirement phase, post 60. So the point is that if you want to become an entrepreneur, you have to choose a different path. As early as you start, it is always better, because apart from your liability, your social commitment as well as commitment to your kids and family is always increasing. So the point is that when you are young, you don't have any much commitment. You can put in more efforts, energy. वो कहते हैं ना, ओखली में सिर आप पूरा solid दे सकते हो. And the point is, then you have a less commitment and all that stuff. And the point is, your energy level beyond 40 always decreases. I always advise people that wisdom have 2 parts: experience as well as knowledge. So the point is that I think the youngsters have better knowledge than us. They don't have the experience, but the most important thing is the energy level. All said and done, your energy level gradually reduces. I have seen the different world post 40. Myself, I'm looking at differently. And the kind of energy level which I have at the age of 30 or 25, I can say that still I have a full energy level. But the reality is that yes, your energy level reduces. So the point is that if you start early, and at the same time, there is nothing called labeling of, we always have a fear of failure. So I think the most important thing we should wash out is the fear of failure. We should not come into our mind. Or if it will happen also, it won't matter, because I can always join back the job. But again, with that intent, we should not start the business. As early as you start, it is going to do wonders for you. We can, because you can put in more time, energy, resources to make it successful.
इकबाल जी, अपनी स्टॉप शेयरिंग कर लो जरा स्क्रीन, तो शेयरिंग स्टॉप शेयरिंग करो अपनी, थोड़ी पीपीटी चलन दी है, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਬੰਦ कर दो।
पीपीटी बंद है जी, ओके ठीक है, या yes sir.
Sir, another question is, do you get the required support from government or regulatory agencies to run your business?
इसके लिए ये क्वेश्चन?
Sir, both of you can answer.
एक्सपेक्टेशन कम रखोगे तो बहुत सुखी रहोगे।
इकबाल जी ने पहले ही अपने टॉक में ही बता दिया था कि सपोर्ट ज्यादा नहीं है, ज्यादा सपोर्ट एक्सपेक्ट मत करो।
If you will keep a less expectations, you will be happy. अपने बलबूते पे करो, that is better.
Chima sir, would you like to supplement this?
Definitely, I am supplementing, because whatever he is telling is right. You should depend minimum on them. You won't get any support. You will hardly get any support.
I just want to share with you, I have already traveled the globe. I have covered a whole world. The challenge here is that entrepreneur in India is still seen as a chore. कि वो क्या चोरी कर रहा है, क्या कर रहा है. And entrepreneur in US, they give you the red carpet. that you are creating an employability for people. You are doing a social justice. You are helping the government. You are helping institutions. You are helping the society. You know, मैंने पहले साल में in 2000 when I left Citibank, my salary was 30 lakhs, and the first year I earned 1.5 crore. You know, and I paid 40 lakhs tax. सारे income tax वाले मेरे पीछे लग गए. You know, so उस केस को सॉल्व करते मेरे को 4 साल लगे क्योंकि मैंने गलत काम नहीं करना था कोई. So the point that I want to share with you is that even in spite you want to do everything honestly, and the organizations, because the mindset is like that. And the point is, I have given 30 people job and opportunity, or 50 people now, more than 100 people or whatever. The point is that वो कहते हैं यार आपने इतना कमाया, हमारे लिए क्या छोड़ा? रिस्क आपने लिया, मैंने लिया, नौकरी छोड़ के सिटी बैंक की वाइस प्रेसिडेंट की. So the point what I want to share with you that you know, even in spite of 15 years or 20 years, nothing has changed. And we as an entrepreneur, although we don't expect a single penny support from them, we only want a support ki yaar tang mat karo, kaam karne do. You know, there is a one book which was launched in ISB by Gurcharan Das, India Grows at Night. So what does that mean? Kehte when bureaucracy sleeps, then India grows. You know, the point is that, you know, rather than people are not a catalyst, they are, you know, most of the people are so corrupt, they don't want to let you grow. They are least bothered about they are least bothered about your entrepreneurship. They are least bothered about your society. They are least bothered about that you are doing something for the community and society and for the country. They just want ki mere liye kya chhod rahe ho bhai? This is irony. And you know, when we were sitting, my wife was also in Citibank. आज मेरे को 15 साल बाद भी वो हॉन्ट करके बाहर चले जाते, ठीक रहते ना. हमने कहा जी नहीं, हमें इस रीजन में रह के सेवा करनी है कम्युनिटी की, देश की. बट दिस क्वेश्चन ऑलवेज हाउंट मी. They are not facilitator. Nobody is a facilitator. All are dampener. And
Thank
only
you.
so with the grace of Almighty, you know, the only thing which is saving me, I am telling you my experience. There is something called the Swand. I have made in the first year, I have made Guru as a partner. So in my balance sheet, I am keeping 10% less than, not in my life, I have kept less than 10% for the underprivileged. I always keep more than 11%, 12%, 15% also of my revenue. And that is the reason I am unable to fail.
Sir, listen to your highly informative.
नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ले लो सानिया.
Thank you, sir. Sir, kindly please press the stop presenting button on your screen.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So, sir, finally, I would like to ask both of you, what is your advice to youngsters who want to start their own business?
They should start the new business. They should do the business because India requires entrepreneurship. India requires entrepreneurship. We cannot depend upon public jobs. We cannot expect कि government हमारे लिए कुछ करेगी. हम अपने देश के लिए क्या कर सकते हैं? That is more important. I think they should become an entrepreneur. They should create an opportunity for others. They should do something for community, for country, so that we can. They should be not job seeker. And all youngsters in India, they should, you know, when we want a financial freedom. We want financial freedom, we want independence, we want more per capita income. All of our Indians should, and youngsters especially, do something for the country. They should become an entrepreneur, they should take more risk. They should create an opportunity for our youngsters and youth. I have taken one mission now, and we are doing that mission, and we are trying to accomplish that mission. That we have to put in 10,000 jobs in banks in private sector for this region. And we are putting 100% effort in that to create that kind of a job opportunities.
सानिया, मैं भी ऐड करूंगा इसमें एक लाइन. मैंने ना भी CGC लाडरा में करीब 5 साल पहले एक दिन लेक्चर दिया, तो एक लड़का 3rd ईयर इंजीनियरिंग में था, उसने वो पढ़ाई छोड़ के उसने कंपनी शुरू कर दी, और उसने मुझे बताया, उसने प्लम्बर रखता है, वो 10 प्लम्बर रखता है, और हर एक प्लम्बर का एक एक घर में भेजता है। उसने बताया सर मेरा लास्ट ईयर 1.5 करोड़ का टर्नओवर हुआ और मैंने 50 लाख रुपए बचाया, और मेरे वीसी को भी 50 लाख नहीं मिलता। तो ये जंप करना बहुत जरूरी है, जंप करोगे कूदोगे तैरना आ ही जाएगा। और अगर मैं भी शिपिंग में होता तो मैं भी एक कैप्टन होता। आज मेरा 1500 बंदा है और देश के लिए इतना काम कर रहे हैं। तो हर एक की सोच ही बदलनी हमने। तो चड्डा साहब ने ये प्रोग्राम रखा है, सोच बदलने के लिए रखा है।
Very well said, sir. So, friends, we saw wonderful journeys of two very successful entrepreneurs, Shri H.S. Cheema and Shri Iqbal Singh. Of course, their journeys were filled with a lot of passion, commitment, and challenges, and how they continue to overcome these challenges even to this day. They have been risk takers who saw the environment and took the plunge. Whatever problems arose during the journey, they overcame with teamwork, consistency, commitment, and courage. Friends, the country requires many such entrepreneurs to create jobs, increase GDP, create capital assets, and to attain the goal of 10 trillion Indian economy. So friends, we come to an end of this webinar. I would like to thank the two panelists, Shri H.S. Cheema and Shri Iqbal Singh, to have spared their valuable time on this Sunday afternoon. I would also like to thank the lovely audience who join us every weekend, now since last 40 weeks. I would also like to thank the IHRDI team who works very hard to come up with such valuable and informative webinars. A few information that I would like to give all of you is the e-certificates will be available to all of those who would want it. We will be sending you the feedback forms, and you can ping us on 8727857116. I've also given it in the chat box, so you can save that number and ping us. Recording will be available on IHRDI YouTube channel in a day or two, so you can see from there. And till the time we meet again, goodbye and namaskar and sat sri akal.
Thank you very much, Anya.
Thank you so much.
Sania. You have conducted